Hello, Aries. Welcome to your December reading. Yes, I'm back with the tarot. Yeah. So, this will be for the remainder of December. I'm doing my best to get all of these out before the eclipse. But that's like, that's tomorrow, so I gotta go. So, I'll be doing a 9-card box spread. It's my favorite. I'll mostly be using the Judecraft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Cargom, illustrated by Will Worthington. And if I need any clarifiers, which I have for a couple of videos, but if I need any, I'll be using the Illuminated Tarot by Kayleigh Keegan. This is an interesting deck. It's technically a tarot, but they took the major arcana and kind of like blended it into the minor arcana, and the court cards. So it's more like a playing deck with major arcana kind of like put in there. So it's interesting. So anyway, I'll be using it for clarifiers. And then finally at the end, I will be pulling a rune. I just finished making myself a new set of runes, actually out of leather. So I'm pretty stoked about that. These are the first videos that I've used them for, is the December ones. Okay, Aries. Let's do this. The only downside about this beautiful freaking deck is it's bigger than my hands. Oh, right. I almost forgot. I want to pray before we start, so. Apparently I've been burning a lot of that. God, universe, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for raising me out of my bed today. For bringing the sunshine. Thank you for bringing Aries to me today. Thank you for all of the miraculous ways that you move through our life that we don't even know. And yeah, biggest thing I pray for right now is that I pray to be able to speak clearly and concisely for Aries, for their reading. And may Aries hear what they need to hear. And may I communicate what needs to be communicated. One last thing. Protect me from interference during this reading and allow me to have a clear and open channel. May no dark forces interfere with what I need to say. Dang, son. Okay, we're ready. Okay, so bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. King of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's a pretty great start. So this is the underlying energy excuse me, Aries, this tells me that you're in an emotionally mature place, which is pretty great, or striving towards that. You are content with what you've been able to gain so far. You're psychically connected, in tune. You've got some talents. You've got some talents, boy. I hope you're using them. And the very first card that popped out, that will be at the middle of the spread, is the Six of Cups. That's beautiful. This is an interesting card, how they've depicted this. There's this man standing with his cup and looking at the children play with flowers, but he's looking through a window. So you can interpret it in a few different ways. This could be, you could be these two beautiful children sharing and playing and laughing and enjoying each other's company. Or you could be looking at this from the outside. You could be looking at a past situation. You could read it a number of different ways, really, but typically the Six of Cups is like an equal coming together. That is overwhelmingly positive. I'd like to keep it that way for you, Aries, but let's see what the cards have to say. Sorry, actually, I just gotta adjust my pillows here. I need my back support. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. So, let's look at these going horizontal, top down, and then we'll look at them vertical. We'll go from there. So, in the top row, we've got the Six of Wands. Amazing. I'll show you. Almost forgot. Six of Wands, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles reversed. So, this top row, this is like what's happening in the ethers, what's happening in your psyche, that type of thing. Six of Wands, this is in our past position. King of Swords, present position. King of Pentacles reversed in the future position. So the King of Wands, Six of Wands, second six card in the reading. That is victory, valor. This is somebody that has, like, he's just come back from a successful hunt or a successful battle. He's got his falcon, so I'm going to say it was a hunt. But it implies some type of nobility. Nobility of character. There's a number of ways you can look at it. And then the King of Swords. Very stately figure. Very, he has really sharp and cutting features. His land is also barren, although there is a river in the background there, and anytime you see a river or water, it implies a deeper knowing. This is a highly intellectual figure. This is someone that is quick and decisive. The King of Swords actually represents two deacons of Aquarius and one deacon of Capricorn. Also, I think the blue, this is the only card with like that much blue in it. It's striking compared to the rest of them. And then the King of Pentacles reverse. This is two deacons of Taurus and one deacon of Aries. So we're coming from a place of victory and feeling really good about ourselves. Something that we've had some battles. I mean, considering Mars has been, well, was retrograde for quite a while and then came direct, and the last reading I did was Mars retrograde. That doesn't surprise me that you're feeling this way. Mars is also about to leave Aries soon. That's pretty cool. So there's that. And the King of Swords. This is what it looks like. It's like, This implies that you are being quick to judge and make the right decisions. Which is probably what led you to victory in the first place, so good for you. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. Typically the King of Pentacles is like, you have planned your estate and you're valuing yourself in such a way that, like, you're making sure that you're getting paid appropriately for your services and stuff, right? With the King of Pentacles reverse, that kind of says to me that this is the masculine archetype of the Pentacles suit, right? So either this is you or somebody around you, okay? And you or they could be either not feeling that value, not being valued, which of course, if it's happening to you, it's a direct reflection of what is going on inside of you. So I'm going to stick with that interpretation for now. Something is happening where you're either not taking actions towards being rewarded correctly for what it is that you offer others, or it's being withheld from you, something along those lines. Okay, middle row. This is where the Six of Cups is. So we've got the Ten of Swords, ouch, and then the Six of Cups, and then the Five of Swords. Interesting. So the Ten of Swords, ouch. This is the last deacon of Gemini. This is exactly what it looks like. 10 swords to the back. Ow. And the thing about the 10, though, is that is the end of the cycle. So the concepts behind this is like, whatever situation you're in, it's causing you an awful lot of pain, intellectual and maybe even physical. And that's interesting that I was complaining about my back a little bit at the beginning. But yeah, I mean, 10 swords in the back, I don't really need to explain it anymore. But it's the end of the cycle, right? So, especially with the Six of Wands being right above it, I feel like you already know that there's a victory there. You just have to allow it to pass or continue to take actions to get through it. So 10 of Swords, Six of Cups, and then Five of Swords. Five of Swords. This is sharp words. This is called, and in the Hermetic deck that I've been practicing with the most, this is the Lord of Defeat. So, you know, I mean, we got Buddy there walking away from the field, and he's not too happy looking. And right above him, you have a bird of prey going after another bird there. So this could be, well, first of all, it's a 5. 5 is about change. 5 is it's gonna sound silly, but 5 is 2 plus 3, and there isn't a balance there. It's off balance in some way, and that imbalance causes the friction, right? Which leads to the change. But the change is ultimately the change is good. There's no really good or bad, okay? Anything and everything that happens to you that feels really shitty is ultimately meant for you to grow from. So I kind of feel like with the 2 swords on either side of the 6 of Cups, the 5 and the 10 of Swords, it's kind of interesting, okay? So it's like, you're moving through and learning some really serious lessons. Also, this breeds discipline as well. And then you have this really beautiful and innocent, just this really beautiful and innocent love. This could even be you reflecting on a connection that you had in the past. That's kind of what I get from him looking through the window at it. But it being next to this 10 of Swords is kind of like, that shit is over. And then the 5 of Swords right after that is like, it almost tells me like, yes, this was beautiful, but you have to let it go, because it's just causing more of the same. But it could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's interesting. Okay, and then the bottom row, we've got the 8 of Pentacles, reverse, the 5 of Wands, that's the second 5, and then the Prince of Cups, reverse. Interesting. So typically, the 8 of Pentacles, this being the first deacon of Libra, or Virgo, not Libra, Virgo. First deacon of Virgo is all about hard work and prudence and putting, just, what's the phrase? Nose to the grindstone, putting in consistent work, and making sure that you do it right every time. Now, with it being reversed, it's kind of like you're not doing that, or something has been blocking you from being able to see the fruits of your labor, just not being prudent in some way. And then the 5 of Wands, again, there's that 5, so there's this imbalance, and instead of men with swords, they're boys with staffs. So it's not as serious as the 5 of Swords, but obviously it's still occurring. So this could be, light sparring with friends over maybe some more serious topics that, if you don't curtail this, it turns into this or worse. And then the Prince of Cups in reverse, damn. Usually the Prince of Cups operate, this is someone that's looking for a good time. This is someone that is looking to offer their heart. Maybe not long term, but at least for a little bit. He love you a long time. Sorry. But Reverse, it could be like walking away from a situation, retreating, because obviously there's some serious fighting and whatever's going on is stopping you from doing the work that you need to do. Alternatively, it could be someone that is incredibly emotionally manipulative. Indeed, King of Swords. Indeed. Okay, so let's look at this vertically. And then I may pull a clarifier for the Six of Cups, actually, really. It's the only one I'm really kind of still confused about. Okay, so, excuse me, past position. Six of Wands in the ether and above you. This is like spiritual victory. Like you already know that you won. On the Ten of Swords, we're learning some serious discipline. And then the Eight of Pentacles. I see this because it's reversed. This is like the obstacle. It's like you just need to keep moving forward. Don't allow yourself to stop. It's the moment that you do, well, stagnation is death. Let's just put it that way. On the middle row, we have the King of Swords up top, Six of Cups, Five of Wands. So King of Swords, Six of Cups, Five of Wands. This is like, you know what you need to do. You know the decisions that you need to make. But I feel like there's an element of, yeah, I definitely feel like it's exactly what I was saying before. It's like, there's this, what's the word? It's like you're getting lost in a memory. It's like that level of that cognitive dissonance that sets in when you're in like a bad relationship. And by bad, I mean abusive. So you're looking back and remembering the things that were nice and fond, but not looking at the reality of the fighting or the really crappy things that are going on around you right now. And it can turn into quite a mindfuck, really, if you're getting lost in those happy memories, when your higher self and your psyche knows that you need to move on and you need to establish new connections in new networks and you know, make the chop. Damn, I forgot the significance of the chicken or the hen. Should look that up, but I'm not going to look it up right now in the middle of the reading. So anyway, there's some petty bullshit happening around you. And trying to get lost in this. And then the last row, King of Pentacles reversed, Five of Swords, Prince of Cups reversed. That's brutal. That's kind of brutal. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Prince of Cups. This feels like some really serious lack of trust. kind of like what you thought should be stable has been flipped. And Aries, I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is someone around you. This King of Pentacles. And like whatever stability they're presenting you with, they don't really have. And oh, I just noticed something else about this card that's kind of interesting. The one that has obviously been victorious has a lot of jewelry. It's got like a brass torque and an armband and a big old fancy brooch and a bracelet. He's got a lot of stuff going on, actually. And then the dude walking away has nothing. He even took a sword. Damn, that's actually significant as fuck. Whew. So not only has that guy bested him physically, he has been besting him financially as well. Savage. And then you got this Prince of Cups character down here. Gross. This is saying to me, honestly, get the fuck out of Dodge. This is all wands and swords except for the middle and the last card. If that Six of Cups were surrounded by nice stuff, it'd be like, this is happy, but it's not. It is not surrounded by nice stuff. It is surrounded by really crappy stuff. So, where does this King of Cups underneath come from? Could very well be actually that oh man, that's so crazy. Like, I get the idea, the intuition to say something, and then immediately I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Aries, you deserve the truth. Feels like you've been asleep too much in your cups, too much in recollection of the past. That's the word I was looking for before. Recollection. Too much in the past, too much in your head. Like if that were the Four of Cups, that'd be even better, but too much in fantasy, while some really some serious stuff is going on around you. But I want to reiterate, the Six of Wands above, next to the King of Swords above, that is a very powerful combination, okay? Especially this victory, this valor, okay? If you act from the moral high ground, you always come out on top. Even if it feels like yeah, even if it feels like you haven't, when you act from the moral high ground and you refuse to stoop to the petty games, that just elevates your soul, okay? It elevates your soul every single time. But if you stoop to the petty games, that's when they get the upper hand. That's when you'll be defeated. But I feel like as long as you stick with that and maybe begin to establish some new networks. I don't know why I feel like that. I mean, King of Swords has 2 Deacons of Aquarius, so that's why I keep coming back to the network thing. be sure of yourself, and be confident in the decisions that you make. And don't back down. That's the other thing. Don't back down. There's people around you that don't believe in you, that are operating from an immoral place. They will use every trick in the book to try and bring you down. Someone that does not operate from a place of moral goodness, I guess you could say. They will use manipulation, they will backstab, they will gaslight, they will undermine you. So, be confident in the decisions that you make. Cut out who and what you need to. Do not get lost in memories of the good times and when it was... Don't get lost in the past. I think that's what I'm trying to say, especially with this one. Don't get lost in the past. Be in the now. Make the decisions that you need to make. Don't allow anyone to front on you, as they say. If someone is presenting themselves as one thing, make sure that you go through like a vetting process to see what the real material is. Like what do they say? The proof is in the pudding. Actions speak a whole lot louder than words. Speaking of actions. So yeah, look for people's actions. Don't listen to just their words. Don't get lost in the past. I know I said that a lot, but I feel like it's really important. And I mean, I know I'm talking to Aries, so like being straightforward and assertive isn't really an issue for Aries. But yeah, don't allow yourself to be or distracted by petty bullshit. Wow, did I even go through these horizontally? Okay, yeah, I did. I just flung the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I don't feel like I need clarification for any of those, so that's pretty good. Okay. I shall now choose a rune for you, Aries. Okay, it chose itself. Ansuz. It's supposed to be kind of like an A. So, Ansuz represents wisdom, divine inspiration. It is the use of intellect, symbols, and linguistics to achieve what you want. In other words, magic. It is about coming to, well, it's about divine inspiration, and it's about following that divine inspiration, but also it indicates that you, actually, it really aligns really well with the King of Swords. It indicates that you're in a place right now that you have an inspirational speech. You have an inspirational way of talking. You can convince people to do things. I think that's why it's important that I was saying to stick with the moral high ground. But the other side of Ansuz is to beware of being manipulated by other people's speech. Beware of people trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Yeah, just beware of manipulation. I can't believe how many times that came up while I was talking to you, Aries. This is the first reading like this. The other 3 that I've done were not like this at all, so that's really interesting. So, be good to yourselves, my friends. I feel like as long as you trust yourself and stay true to what you know is true and right for you, you will be fine. And remember that these tough situations that you're in, they're meant to build discipline, and any and all challenges that come across your way are an opportunity for you to grow from. Any wound that someone does find and pokes into or rubs salt into, it's an opportunity for you to find some healing there. Okay, Aries. Have a good month. Happy Yule. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. Peace.